2 R symbols from the stack. So if you look at the stack, you find that at the top, the pop operation will be always performed with respect to the stack top, right? Remember the operation pop. So at the top, you have the state symbol. So if you move downwards, it alternates between state and grammar symbol. First, you have a state symbol. Below that, you have a grammar symbol. Below that, you have a stack state symbol. Below that, you have a grammar symbol. It moves downwards like this. The string of the stack alternates between the state symbol and the grammar symbol. So what you need to do now is you need to pop 2R symbols from the stack. So since the stack string alternates between the state symbol and the grammar symbol, if you want to pop 2R symbols, it means that you need to pop R state symbols and you need to pop R grammar symbols. 2R symbols means you need to pop R state symbols and pop R grammar symbols. So let me give a simple example. Suppose the production to be used is X gives Y. Okay. What is beta here? What is beta here? Y, right? What is the length of beta? 1. You have just one symbol for beta. That is Y. So what you need to do? You need to pop 2R symbols. That is, you need to pop 2 symbols from the stack. That means what? 2 symbols mean SM will be popped, XM will be popped. So if you find, so here you find that of the 2 symbols popped, one is the stack state symbol, other one is a grammar symbol. So of the 2 symbols popped, one is state symbol, other one is grammar symbol. So you can generalize that if you pop 2 R symbols will be state symbols, the remaining R will be grammar symbols. That is what is written. So once you pop the 2 R symbols from the stack contents will be like this: S0, X1, S1, etc. up to X M minus R, S M minus R. So S M minus R will be at the top of the stack. This will be the top stack content, will be the top state symbol. Now what you need to do is you need to find what is go to SM minus R AI. Okay. For the combination SM minus R, which is a current stack symbol, current stack top symbol, and AI, which is current input symbol, for this particular combination, you determine what is the go to. Assume that go to table, use the entry yes, where S is some state. Okay. That entry is yes. Assume that entry is yes. Now, what you need to do is you will push both A and S onto the stack. First, A will be pushed, then S will be pushed. What is A? Left hand side of production that we are used for production. Both A and S will be pushed onto the stack. So earlier, the stack was like this before the reduction operation. After this, it will become like both A and S are pushed. Remember, S will be the top of the stack. I repeat, if the action entry specifies to perform reduce action using the production A gives beta, what you are going to do is you first find the length of the right hand side beta. You first find the length of the right hand side beta. Let it be R. Then you pop 2R symbols from the stack. R symbols will be state symbols, remaining R will be grammar symbols. On popping 2R symbols, you will end up with the stack like this: S0, X1, S1, etc. to Xm minus R, Sm minus R. Then you look for the combination in the go-to table. What combination you look for is the Sm minus R is the state, the input symbol is AI. So let that go-to entry be state yes. Then you will push the left hand side of the production tool A as well as the next state S onto the stack. The stack now will become like this. Finally, as I told earlier, if you want to output the production be used, you can just put the production. So now for production, you are using production A gives beta. You can just print the production A gives. Now you should note 2 points here. One is that in the case of production operation, you are not shifting the input symbol into the stack. only the left hand side of the production as well as the next state symbol S will be pushed into the stack. The input symbol is not at all changed. That is, the input symbol will just be retained as AI, will not change to AI plus 1, unlike the case of shift operation. The next point, it is much more interesting. What it says is, remember, you are copying two R symbols, right? Of that, the R symbols are the grammar symbols. Xm, xm minus 1, etc. up to xm minus r plus 1. If you find that, so you, it is interesting that this particular sequence, xm minus r plus 1, etc. up to xm, that will be matching with the right hand side of the production. That is, the sequence xm minus r plus 1 up to xm will always match the beta. It always match the beta. That means this particular sequence of symbols is a handle. This particular sequence of symbols is a handle. So you find that the handle is at the top and you perform the reduction operation. Okay? That is what we told. That is what I told earlier. When you find that the handle appears at the top of the stack, you perform the reduction operation. So this thing, this sequence of symbols, xm minus r plus 1 up to xm, that will always match the beta. That is the handle. One more point you will note here is that this xm, the rightmost symbol of the handle xm, will be at the top of the stack. See, here you have xm at the top. Below that only you will be having xm minus 1. Below that you will be having xm minus 2. It will go downward. You will be having xm minus r plus 1, right? So the rightmost symbol of the handle xm will be at the top. You should keep this point in mind. We will use it later. I think this has become more complicated when you compare with the shift operation. Don't worry. We will see an example soon. Then things will soon get its clarity. Okay. As of now, understand like this. Don't worry. You will understand this more when we look at an example. So we have seen what should be done when the action specified is shift or reduce. The third case is accept. So if the action specified is accept, it's very easy. You just accept the input string. You declare that the input string is valid and can finish the parsing process. You declare that the parsing is complete. Finally, if you find that the entry is specified as error, it means that somewhere the parser has discovered an error and the error will be thrown. That is what you call as a syntax error. We are very familiar with syntax errors when we do programming. Most of the time we end up with syntax errors. This syntax errors are displayed when the corresponding entry action is error. So these are the four actions performed by the parser, or the combination state symbol and the input. So having seen all this, it is very much motivating to see an example. So before moving to an example, we'll just see the parsing program. Whatever we have seen now as the various steps, I have written this as an algorithm, what you call as an Miller parsing algorithm. So this is exactly what you have seen before. So we'll just rush through this algorithm and we will move to the example. So the parsing algorithm is taking as input the input string W. Okay? You want to check whether the input string W is valid or not. So that input string will be taken as input, and the parser will also be given as input the parsing table. Remember, the parser refers the parsing table for what action to be performed. So the parsing table should also be given as output. As I told earlier, if it finds that the input string is valid, the various steps in the reduction process will be displayed. What are productions being used during the reduction process, those steps will be displayed. That will be the output. Or on the other hand, if the input string W is not valid, if it is not in the language of the grammar C, it will be producing an error. The error will be indicated. We have just two outputs. Either the production tools will be displayed as such if the input string is valid, or otherwise it will be just indicating an error. Before executing the steps of this algorithm, you need to do some initialization. what you will do is the initial state S0 or S0, whatever you call, that initial state will be pushed into the stack, and you place W dollar in the input buffer. What is W? That is the input string given to you. Dollar is appended to the input string. But what is the purpose of having dollar at the end? It will just indicate that you have reached the end of the input string. So that appended input W dollar will be placed in the input. Now once you perform this initialization, you can go for executing the steps of this. First, so you have a pointer known as IP, or the input pointer, that will be set initially to the first symbol of the input buffer. Then you repeat a loop forever. So what we are going to do is we are going to look for the combination. Let S be the stack, let S be the state symbol on the stack top, and A be the symbol pointed to by the pointer I. That means the current input symbol is A, the current stack top is S. For the combination S comma A, you consult the parsing table and determine what action is to be performed. So if the action specified is shift S dash, what does that mean? We should shift as well as the next input symbol is, next state symbol is S dash. So you need to shift the input symbol. What is input symbol? A to the stack. After that, you should also push the next state S dash into the stack. So push A, then S dash next state into the stack. Once you have performed this operation, the next input symbol will be AI plus 1, right? So you need to move the pointer one position right. That is, you advance the pointer to the next input. This is shift operation. Coming to reduce operation. Okay. You are told to use the operation. Told to use the production rule. A gives beta. So you pop 2 into length of beta symbols from the stack. Okay. So if you do that much number of pop operations, you will be left with some symbol, some state symbol on the stack top. Okay. Let that be S dash. Let that be S dash. Now what you need to do? You need to consult. Go to S dash comma A. What is A? Left hand side of the production. A gives. To find, go to S dash. Now what you need to do? You push both A, go to S dash A into the stack. That means the left hand side of the production as well as this go to entry will be pushed into the stack. Then you can print the production. A gives. This is what we have seen for the production operation, production action. If the action to be performed is displayed as accept, you can just return because there is nothing much to do there. You just declare that you are successful in passing the input. You can just return. Finally, if it is not one of these 3 actions, shift, reduce, or accept, it means that we have ended up with an error somewhere. You just call an error routine. Okay. You just call an error routine, error function that will handle the, maybe that will display the what the error, what is the error, whether you omitted some semicolon, something, right? What is the error display? What is the error that will be displayed? Now let us move to the much awaited example. So suppose you have a grammar with productions. Okay. E gives E plus T, E gives E, E gives E star F, E gives F, F gives parenthesized expression E, and F gives I. Suppose you have a grammar with the 6 productions like this. And for this grammar, you want to check whether the input string ID star ID plus the input string ID star ID plus ID. You want to check whether that particular input string is valid or not. For that, you will use these productions. Typically, you will be using the parsing. Let us see what this parsing table is. So this is the parsing table. As I told earlier, the parsing table has got 2 parts. One is known as the action part. Other one is known as the go-to part. The action part just specifies what is the action to be taken. So you have the combination state symbol an input symbol for this particular combination. What are the actions to be performed? That is specified in the action part. As I told earlier, the go-to part just specifies the state number. It is just denoting the transition table of the finite state automation. Let's concentrate on this action part. Okay, you find entries like S5, S6, S7, etc. What does that mean? Yes means that you are going to perform a shift operation. I means that next state is S5. It means that you want to perform a shift operation. I means that after performing the shift operation, the next state will be that is one type of entry. So the second type of entry is one which pertains to the reduction operation. R2, R4, R6, etc. R means that, let us take R2. R means that you are going to perform a reduction operation. 2 means that you are going to perform a reduction operation by using the production number 2. So as you might have seen earlier, the productions are numbered here, right? So R2 means that you are going to perform the reduce operation by using the second production tool. This second production tool, E gives using this production tool, you are going to perform the reduction. ACC means accept. There are some blank entries here. Those blank entries denote invalid combinations. That is, they are errors. So if you somehow land up in one of these blank entries, it means that the parser has detected some error. Well, let us pass the input ID star ID plus ID using the parser. So, what was the initialization phase of the algorithm? You push the initial state S0 into the stack and place $W in the input buffer, right? So here the initial state is state 0. You push that into the stack. Actually, you have state 0 in the stack, and the input string is ID star ID plus ID. You append with a dollar. That appended input is placed in the input buffer. This is the initial configuration. You have the initial state in the stack. You have the appended input. Now, what you need to do? You need to go to the parsing table and verify what is the action. So you need to check what combination. That the current top is 0. Current input symbol is ID, right? So you need to check for the combination 0 and ID. Or where you will check in the action part, right? So you go to parse table, check the combination 0 ID. So 0 ID. What is the entry there? S5. What does that mean? We're going to perform the shift operation. After performing shift operation, the next state will be 5. Right? Now what do you do in shift operation? You push the input symbol as well as the next state into the stack. You advance the pointer, right? So you need to perform a shift operation. You need to perform shift operation. What you need to do? The input symbol was ID, that is pushed. Next state was what? 5, right? Remember, next state was 5, S5. That's state symbol 5 is pushed into the stack. Okay? Hope I am clear. S5 was the parsing table entry, so you need to shift. So the input symbol was pushed into the stack. 5 means the next state is 5, that will also be pushed into the stack here. So this will be the stack contents. Next, what you need check for the combination 5 and star. What that 5 and star say? 5 and star. What does that say? R6, right? What does the R6 denote? You need to perform reduction operation using the 6th production rule. Okay, what is 6th production rule? Fuse ID is the 6th production rule. So you need to use that production rule to perform the reduction operation. So in reduction operation, what you need to do? You need to pop 2 into length of beta symbols. So you will end up with some state on the top. You find what is go to S dash and A. then what you need to do, the corresponding left hand side and the go to entry will be pushed into the right. Let us do that. So the entry was R6. I am going to use the sixth production rule. Okay. So F gives ID is the sixth production rule. What is beta here? ID. So what is length of the beta? 1. You just have one symbol ID. You just have one symbol ID. So you beta length of beta is 1. What you need to do? You need to pop two symbols from the stack. Am I correct? You need to pop two symbols from the stack. What will happen? These two symbols will be popped off the stack. ID and 5 will be popped off the stack. Now on removing ID and 5, what is the state? What is the state symbol that you have on the stack? 0, right? What you need to do? You need to. So what does? The pass. So once you have popped, let S dash be the stack state symbol on the top. What you need to do? You just check what is go to S dash A. Okay, what is A? Left hand side of the production rule. Once you find the go to entry, you push both A left hand side, also the go to entry into the stack. You have to do that. So ID and 5 were popped. Currently you have 0 at the stack top. I need to check 0. I need to check for the combination 0 and star. So 0 and to check for the combination 0 and F, right? See here, you need to check for the combination S dash and left hand side, right? Go to S dash and A. So you come back here, left hand side is F. You need to check for 0 and F. That combination you need to check in the go to parsing table. So this is go to part 0 and F. What is that? 3. So what you need to do? You need to push the left hand side of the production as well as the go to entry into the stack. So here, what is the left hand side? F. Next state is 3. So both will be pushed. So F is pushed, E is also pushed. Fine. Go back here. Now we continue this operation. This is what 3 and star. What is 3 and star? 3 and star is production R4. Produce using the fourth symbol. Reduce using the fourth production. So which is fourth production rule? E gives F. E gives F. So you need to pop two symbols from the so F mean right hand side is having just one symbol. You need to pop two symbols. So F and 3 will be popped. We have 0. You check for 0 and T. Okay, check for 0 and T. 0 and T. What is that? 2. So what you need to do? Left hand side and 2 will be pushed into the stack. T and 2 will be pushed. This is what 2 and star. 2 and star is S7. Means shift and push state 7 into the stack. So the symbol was pushed. Okay. So if the shift operation means what? You will be shifting the input symbol. So here you find that in all these reduction operations, the input pointer was retained at star itself. You don't consider an input symbol. But here, the shift operation consumes one input symbol, so that will be shifted, right? So the star was the current input symbol then, that is pushed, and 7 is also pushed. Now what? 7 and ID. 7 and ID. 7 and ID, you have S5. So ID and 5 will be pushed. Now 5 and plus. Again, so ID is pushed. So you are moving the pointer one position right in the input buffer. So next in combination will be 5 and plus. 5 and plus is what? R6. R6 is F gives ID. So you do the reduction operation. Two symbols will be popped. Do the reduction operation. So this will be like this. 10 and plus. 10 and plus is what? R3. What is R3? Need to reduce using the T star F. Now see here, right hand side is T star F. That means what? You have 3 symbols. That means you need to pop 6 symbols. So what are the symbols to be popped? N, F, 7, star, 2, T. This much symbols will be popped. Now you need to check for 0 and T. 0 and T, right? Zero and T will give you 2, that is pushed. Next is 2 and plus. 2 and plus is R2. Perform reduction operation using the second rule, that is E gives T. It will be like this. So you can go on doing like this. Finally, find that you end up with the last step like this, and 1 and dollar is the last combination. Go there, 1 and dollar is accept. Yes, accept, and you stop the parsing. This is how the LR parser works. This is how the LR parser works. I think we can stop for today. So if you have any doubts, you can ask.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
So far, we have not received any questions, so that we can continue with the session for at least 5 more minutes.
Okay,
Then
maybe
we
what
will-
are we, so shall I continue?
Yeah, there is no questions in the Q&A tab, so I think we
Okay.
can continue with the session for another 5 minutes, and they will. And at the last, we can summarize the session. So for the 5 more minutes, we can continue with the session.
Okay, okay, fine.
Sir, Tolji, please note that there is a request from our Vaishak that do you mind taking an example, please? So it will be
Okay.
easy to understand.
No, I didn't get you. Sorry.
One attendee has asked.
Sir, there is a
an
request
example.
from Mr. Vaishak.
Okay, fine. What is the request, please?
He has asked for an example.
Okay, I think maybe he wants this to be repeated. Yeah, maybe I will repeat that. Okay, shall I do that?
Yes, sir. Go with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, maybe I will once again do this processing, and we'll wind up today's session, because next session, next topic, if I start, it will not be over today. We'll just repeat this process once again, and we will wind up the session. So this is the initial configuration. You have initial state 0 at the stack, and the current input symbol is ID. So you need to check for the combination 0 and ID. So 0 and ID is S5. So you need to shift, and the next state is yes. So both the input symbol and the next state will be pushed into the stack. So ID and phi both are pushed into the stack. Now what you need to do, phi and star. Phi and star tells you to perform reduction operation using the 6th rule. What is the 6th rule? F gives ID. You need to reduce using the 6th production rule, F gives ID. So this is of the form A gives beta. Beta is the right hand side. What you need to do in the reduction operation, you pop 2 into length of beta symbols. So here the length of beta is 1. So you need just to pop 2 symbols from the stack. Okay. So on popping 2 symbols from the stack, you will be left with some state symbol on the top. Let that be S dash. Now what you will do is you find go to S dash comma A. What is A? Left hand side of the production rule that you are going to use. Okay. You find that particular entry, go to S dash comma A. Once you have found that particular entry, you push the left hand side as well as this go to entry into the stack. That is what this algorithm says. Let us do that now. So if I pop two symbols, what will happen is ID and 5 will be popped. That means 0 is the symbol that is left in the stack now. What you need to do, you need to find go to 0 and left hand side. Left hand side is F. You need to find the combination go to 0, F. Let us do that now. Go to 0, F is 3. The next state is 3. So what you need to do is both the left hand side of the production as well as the next state will be pushed. Left hand side of production is F, next state is 3, push. Remember these two symbols were popped earlier. So 0 was the symbol at the top, now this will be F3. Now you check for 3 and star. 3 and star is reduction using fourth production rule. Fourth production rule is T gives F. Right hand side you have only one symbol. So you pop two symbols. So F and 3 will be popped. You have 0 at the top. Check for the entry. Go to 0 and T. 0 and T. 0 and T is 2. What you need to do? Left hand side as well as the go to entry will be pushed. So F and 3 are already popped. 0 is there. T and 2 will also be pushed. Remember that or notice that here in the reduction operation you are not touching the input. The input symbol remains as such. Only the shift operation, the input symbol will be consumed. No symbol will be consumed in the case of reduction operation. Next is 2 and star. 2 and star is shift operation. Very straightforward, you can do that. Now, this shift operation means the star is consumed, so star will be moved to the stack. So star is consumed, next input symbol will be ID. 7 and ID is the next combination. 7 and ID, then it is a shift operation. Straightforward. This again ID is consumed, so ID will be changed to the stack. Next is 5 and plus. 5 and plus is R6. Reduce using the last production. You pop two symbols, ID and 5 will pop. Check for 7F. 7F is what? 7 and F is 10. So 10 as well as this F will be pushed. Then notice that reduction operation doesn't consume any input. Next symbol is plus itself. 10 and plus. 10 and plus is R3. You reduce using the third rule. What is third rule? T is T star F. So right hand side is T star F. So the length of beta is 3 symbols. You need to pop 2 into 3, 6 symbols from the stack. So which all will be popped? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These symbols will be popped, right? Now you have 0 at the top. So 0 and F go to that you need to find. What is the entry for go to 0 and for not F T? You are using the third rule, right? T. That T is the left hand side. You need to go for checking the entry 0 and T in the go to part. Go to 0 and T is 2. Go to 0 and T is 2. So that will be, so these 6 symbols will be popped and left hand side T and 2 both will be pushed. T and 2 will be pushed. This 2 and plus. 2 and plus is R2. You reduce using the second rule, that is T. 2 symbols will be popped. So T and 2 will be popped. 0 and E. 0 and E is push E and 1 into the stack. It is 0 E1. 1 and plus. 1 and plus is S6. Perform shift operation. 6 and ID. Shift. again shift operation, you can do it. You can continue that like this in a similar fashion. Finally, you find that the last combination will be $1 and $. So $1 and $, the combination tells you to perform accept operation, accept action. Will be performed. Finally, you accept the symbol, declaring that the input string is valid. I think we can stop for today. Hello.
We are signing off this session, sir. All the attendees, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Narasimhan, sir, for your valuable time with us. For the attendees, please note that the presentation will be available at ASAP YouTube channel after 24 hours. It's clear. I shall repeat once again. The presentation will be available at ASAP YouTube channel after 24 hours. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.